Continuing now with the controversial and perhaps irresponsible comments Rosie O'Reilly is making on ABC. Some of those remarks are deeply hurtful to Americans who have lost loved ones in the war on terror. One of them called me today on the Radio Factor.
My son-in-law, Sergeant Buddy Huey, was killed in Afghanistan on February the 19th of this year. How dare Rosie O'Reilly say that he died defending a bunch of liars and corrupt politicians? Have her walk a mile in my shoes. Have her watch her daughter screaming and moaning, no, it's got to be a mistake. Have her tell my 4-month-old grandson that her father died in vain, that his father died in vain. Why don't she step up and be the breadwinner for him for the rest of his life? How dare her open her fat mouth?
Talk with Bernie Goldberg in Miami and Jane Hall in Washington. This is what I object to. And this is targeted right at the ABC network, right at Disney. That woman is hurting people. That guy didn't fake that call, okay? Hurting people in my neighborhood, lost loved ones on 9/11. That woman, Rosie O'Reilly, is hurting these people directly, all right? She has no right to do that, Jane. She has no right to be this irresponsible, and ABC has got to be held accountable for her. Am I wrong?
Well, you know, that is a tragic phone call, and I agree that she should not say things that are not true about 9/11 or Afghanistan. But I will say, if she were here, which she will never be, she would say that this war in Iraq, that she did not start the war in Iraq.
That's fine. And nobody objects, and that caller didn't object to that. That caller made a very explicit point, Bernie. It said that his son-in-law, married to his daughter, died for his country in the pursuit of trying to free people in Afghanistan, which is true. While Rosie O'Reilly is saying that our country, America, all right, attacked itself to launch the war on terror. This is off the chart.
And I would say that she has every right to be as irresponsible and as stupid as she is. And then, in this capitalistic system of ours, especially the broadcast capitalistic system, if enough people say, you know what, I've had it with this idiocy, then the ratings will drop. And ABC, which will never make a decision based on anything but ratings, will say, you know what, Rosie's losing her popularity with her base or with the audience, and then we're going to have to let her go.
Okay, but the ratings are dropping, Bernie. Since January,
and at some
they've
point
dropped
they'll have to make a decision.
In both categories, 25 to 54, and in raw audience, down big. So now what you get, Jane, is you have a corporate decision. The ratings are going down. Now, year to year, they're up a little, but they're going down the last 3 months because she's becoming increasingly irrational on the program. Anybody can see it. So ABC's got to make a calculation now. If they're going to say, we're in it for the money and we don't care about the guy that called O'Reilly or any of the thousands of other Americans who've lost loved ones, we don't care about them, this sticks to ABC, does it not?
Well, let me just say, I disagree with Bernie. I don't think that she has a right to be as irresponsible as she wants and wait for the ratings. I would defend her right to say whatever the heck she thinks. But I don't think, you know, if she's misstating the facts and if she's irrational and she's causing harm.
There are no facts, Jane. I mean, a false flag operation. Britain set up its own sailors to be kidnapped. There are no facts.
Okay, well, I mean, she happens to be on a mainstream broadcast network. There's a lot of right-wing craziness out there too that is also false.
That doesn't justify it. You don't point to bad behavior.
I'm not justifying. But I'm saying, on the one hand, I don't think that she should be allowed to be irresponsible. But on the other hand, it's very hard to say, what, you're going to take her off the air because she's saying controversial things?
I don't know.
I don't know what decision
I'm going to put Bernie in charge of the ABC television network. You take her off, Bernie?
I just want to make, I'll answer that in a half a second. Jane, we agree. That's what I'm saying, that you shouldn't take her off for making controversial statements.
But I'm saying she has no right to be irresponsible. That's not a First Amendment right.
Well, it is. It is. Joy Behar has every right to go on the air and compare Donald Rumsfeld to Hitler. And I have every right to say, I'll never watch that show, even if somebody has a gun to my head. And that's what more American people should do. They should say, these people
ABC,
are not intelligent.
What do you do,
They don't make any
Bernie?
sense. Don't watch.
What do you do as president of ABC? What do you do?
I would have taken her off a long time ago for all the reasons that you're stating. That's what I'm saying, that you shouldn't take her off for making controversial statements.
But I'm saying
What do you do as president of ABC? What do you do?
I would have taken her off a long time ago. But I think she has a right to be stupid.
All right. Bernie Goldberg, Jane Hall, thanks very much. Rosie O'Donnell's invited on this program anytime she wants to reply. Next on the rundown, the radical students who attacked the Minutemen at Columbia University get their punishment. Wait till you hear what it is. And why is the American media so obsessed with lesbians? And is that wrong?